Welcome to an infectious video. If you do not know what an infectious video is, it's a video where I talk about real life situations, concepts, perceptions, and things of that sort of nature that can hopefully help you see things differently. The whole point of this is to help you see from a different perspective, which is my perspective. And I try to keep it positive and constructive and, playable. Kind of, you can interchange your ideas with certain ideas and also keep your own ideas. I'm not saying you need to change or anything like that. This video is not gonna revolutionize your whole fucking life, but hopefully you can grab like tidbits here and there of information or of perceptions that can help you change your life if you want to change certain things about your life. Because within the last couple years, I find myself making a lot of changes within my life, and it's actually helping me in a positive way, and I like it. And I think that's the whole point of maturing and growing and, gaining wisdom. So I'm making these videos. So what's the whole point of having knowledge and stuff like that when you aren't going to pass it on to the next person? So that's why I'm making these videos. So welcome to an infectious video, or welcome back to another infectious video. I hope you're doing well. I hope, I say I hope, but I really, really, really hope things are going your way. And if they aren't, then like I always say, try to change things and see what you can do about it. You always can do something about something. You can always, I'm not saying you have complete control over things within your life. You got to understand what you can control and what you can't. But there's a lot of things when it comes to like mood, attitude, work ethic, positivity, negativity, perception, and things of that sort of nature that you have complete control over. And, it's under your responsibility to, learn about yourself and progress those characteristics within your life so you can, live a wholesome life, a happy life, not just a miserable life. I don't think we were put on this planet. We were birthed on this planet to suffer, especially not brown and black people. So hopefully this can help you. Just quick into it. I like to do these quick because especially nowadays you have 60-second videos. So everybody's attention span is like this fucking big, including mine. But the topic I have today is identify your starting point. And what I mean by that is identify where you're at. Being able to identify where you're at will help you have a sense of direction of where you want to go. Because like not saying I'm here, when in reality you're like right here, and you take certain steps you're taking certain steps thinking you're at these points within your life, but in reality you're at this point, or whatever point you think you are at, and you just have like a random sense of direction and you don't know exactly where you're aiming, what you're aiming at, and what you want within your life. And I firmly believe in the law of attraction, and if you don't know exactly where you're starting at, you cannot attract something that you don't know where it's at. You don't know where you're headed. You don't know where you're aiming at. You're kind of just free balling it, which is fine. Like I do the same thing. Like I throw a lot of ideas within my life and I aim at a lot of things. I'm like, oh, I can do this, I can do that, I can do this, and I can do that. But it's all in a sense of direction. Like it's random, but it's in a sense of a creative direction. Like, for example, for me, it's really like for me in my life is a sense of creativity. Like I've always been creative in some way, shape, or form, and I've been able to implement that with whether that be like homework or like fixing something or like an issue at work. I try to get creative with it, and I don't tell myself get creative with it. Like I'm just naturally creative with it. Like I want to, like, I know that's how my mind works, so that's how I think, so that's how I go about things, and I try to find many different forms, and especially because I'm very, like, they're very unconventional forms of creativity that I do, like they're random as fuck, but they work. But then that helps me have a building block. So if I want to do it differently, I'm like, oh, I did it this way, but I can do this better. So that's what I mean by know your starting point. Know exactly where you're at. Know what's around you. Know your environment. Know yourself, your feeling. Know about yourself. Get to know yourself. Know where you're starting, and then from there you can figure out where you want to go. Because if you don't know where you're starting, how do you know where you're gonna go? Like, it's very hard to determine where you want to proceed with things in life when you don't know where you're at. And that's when you have to be real with yourself. That's when you have to really sit yourself down and say, this is where I'm at within my life, and this is where I want to go. But that's my topic. Figure out your starting point, which is the hardest thing, because you're like, where am I? Like, what's going on? And that's when you, like I said, you have to be real with yourself. You got to keep it a bean. You got to keep it a buck. If you ain't keeping it a bean, like, it's going to be very hard for you to have some sense of direction within your life. And I'm saying this like I'm fucking old, but that's what's been working for me. Like, I was able to sit myself down a couple years ago and say, where am I at? I was very depressed. I got back from college and I was living at my friend's house, and I was so blessed that they let me stay there for, I think it was 2 months. So blessed. Thank you, the Bennett family. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jasper. Thank all of you. Like, it helped me out a lot, because being within that, like, I was like, all right, well, like, what am I doing? Like, I'm living at my friend's parents' house. Like, where am I headed? Like, what's the goal? What's the direction? Like, what's going on? So I was able to kind of sit myself down and say, hey, what do I want to do? Like, what have I been craving to do that I haven't been able to do because of school, because of my expectation of getting a degree and stuff like that, and getting good grades? Like, not all that shit's out the way. I'm not in college. I'm not in school. I have a job. I'm an adult. I can make decisions for myself. I can live for myself and progress. Like, where am I? So I sat myself down and I said, I like simple. What do you like? I like video games. I like watching YouTube videos. I like Twitch. I like creating things. Like, even though I'm not that good at creating things, I like creating things. And from there, I was able to start streaming. I had a laptop, so I actually downloaded Blender to do video editing, because I couldn't afford Adobe. I wasn't making that much money at the time. And Adobe, I mean, it's like, the package is like $60 a month, but Adobe Premiere was like 20 to 30, and I couldn't afford that. Like, a month, I couldn't afford it. But I was able to video edit through Blender and stream just through my PlayStation. And eventually, like, then I had like a base. I had a base from there, and I could start building. I was like, all right, I have a laptop. Bought an Elgato. My siblings bought me a mic. My friends bought me a light for Christmas, for my birthday. And I was able to just go ham on it. Like, I was able to use what I had. And there, I was like, all right, I know my sense of direction now. I know exactly what I want. My starting point, I have nothing. And this is what I want. And this is where I'm going. And this is where I'm at currently. This is not where I'm going to finish at, but this is where I'm at currently. So hopefully you can find your starting point as well, because once you're able to find that starting point, you can go ham. And it's funny now, because I was using Blender to do video editing, not like 3D editing, but video editing. And now I'm using Blender to do 3D editing, and I'm using Adobe to do video editing. And it's just all falling into place. Like, it was very random, the whole process, but it's all falling into place slowly but surely. Like, and I'm excited because I'm seeing this happen in real time, because I'm living within my moment, and I'm seeing all the work I've put in. And it's really nice. So find that starting point. It's really cool when you're able to say, this is where I'm at, be real with yourself, and face reality. You have to face reality. You cannot lie to yourself and say, yeah, this is where I'm at in life, and then proceed like if you're really at that point, and then in reality you're not. and then it's just downhill. But if you're honest with yourself, like 100% honest, and you can go, if you're honest with yourself and you can kind of like build a foundation, and then just go ham, it's awesome. I think it's fucking amazing. So hopefully that helps you. That little example is an example within my life that I wanted to share, and I feel like it's really real. It's real to me because I'm living it, and it's going to continue to be real because I was able to do that for myself. And at the time I didn't know exactly what I was doing, but I knew, I was like, all right, I have to figure this out and go. And now here we are. We're currently going. We're not there yet, but we're going. So hopefully that helped you. I thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing your energy with me, even though I can't see you. You're beautiful. You're looking amazing today. Oh my God. Take care of yourselves. Do something you love today. And I'll see you in the next video. See ya.